boys and girls. Welcome to another great, fantastic edition of your fan mail. Yes, sir. Alrighty. So this next one is going to nobody. No, I'm just kidding. It's on the back. Steve Saunders. Yes, sir, Bob. Thank you, Mr. Steve Saunders. 2 thumbs up, buddy. Okay, so there's a lot in here, and there's some stuff in here I don't know if I should say, like company name, blah, blah, blah. But so we're going to sum some of it up here for you. Basically, Steve worked for a major company for 21 years, and he was doing night shift, and he grew unhappy with it. So, and the reason I want to point that out is my theory always has been, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, then there's no point doing it. Okay, because you're not going to do a good job at it. Yes, you may do a good job at what you're doing, but you're not going to be giving it your all, because if you're not happy, you're not putting 100% into it, and it's just, makes for a miserable work environment. So yeah, you always gotta, do what makes you guys happy. You gotta enjoy your job. I've always had that theory. If I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, I'm not going to do it. Plain and simple. So he also goes on to say that he went to work for a company, or got a job at a company, basically didn't do any training and just threw him in a truck and said, here you go. Well, actually, that's how I got my start. When I first started driving, there wasn't as big of an emphasis on training and whatnot, other than here's the keys, here's the paperwork, go pick up the load, and cross the border. Basically, they told me a little bit of what to do and whatnot. So, first couple times it was a little bit scary being by yourself. So I understand what he was going through there. So yeah, it was a good choice to not stick that one out and, go somewhere else where they are going to give you some training. And then he ended up working for a company out of Vancouver, basically I won't say a food company, but a food delivery company would be more, I got food company, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, guys. So a lot of hand bombing, a lot of unloading the trailer, store deliveries, etc. That's quite a handful right there. A lot of physical work involved in that one. Someone like me probably would die after the first couple hours. But, and he even said, a lot of people end up, not being able to work there because they don't able to pass the physical requirements for the job. So that's another thing too you guys got to keep in mind, when you're looking for a job, as to whether you can physically do it or not. Don't just go for a job because the job's there, and, so you got to think things through. He likes the new segments of your home time. Well, they're not really new. I've done home time videos. I've just always done them a little differently. And yeah, it actually appears, I guess, to do a lot of cooking, but, she makes good food. What can I say? Look at me. She's fed me well over the years. Linda could have her own channel. Yes, she's actually very shy when it comes to the camera. It's only because I shoved the camera in her face that she goes. Naturally, she's sarcastic. That's my wife. She's very sarcastic. And she feeds off of my... I hate to use the word stupidity, but that's pretty much sums it up. So, yeah, she feeds off of me and other people when they say or do something stupid, and the sarcasm just flies out of her mouth instantly. And she's pretty quick-witted when it comes to that stuff. So, makes for a good combination, I guess. I don't mind it. Okay, so he also started his own channel called Loco Rider Air. Okay. I'll put the link down below in the comment section there, or not in the comment section, in the description section, so you guys can go check it out. I haven't gone to it yet here, so I will. He saw that there was not much for local drivers doing videos. I ran into a bump when I found out I wasn't able to mention anything about the company that he works for, so I just do it as my view only. And that's, one thing, guys, doing videos, you have to make sure your company knows you're doing them. Because it could lead to your being fired. Some companies take doing videos, the wrong way sometimes. Like the company I worked for before didn't really mind me doing some videos. Other things they just really didn't want. And that caused a little bit of friction. And I think maybe that's why the personal relationship between me and, the boss and bosses kind of went downhill after I started doing the videos, and probably ended up leading to me quitting. I didn't quit because of the videos, but there was other things. So, but still, you really got to make sure that you talk it over with your boss or bosses or whoever's in charge, depending on the company. Let them know what it is exactly you're doing, you know, the kind of videos. You know, make sure you emphasize on the fact that, you know, everything you do is on a positive twist. There is no showing me doing illegal stuff, or I'm showing other drivers doing bad things. That's why you'll never see that in any of my videos. I don't believe in it, number one. Number two, you know, that's just a recipe for trouble. You're putting yourself out there for, you know, getting in trouble and, you know, things like that. So, you know, explain to them that, you know, you want to, you know, put a positive spin on things. Hopefully it'll help recruit drivers for the company. That they always like to hear. And sometimes, like, I work for Celadon, obviously, you guys know this. They've put in a couple of requests that I don't do certain types of videos, and that's fine. I've also emphasized that, you know, I never show, and you guys know this, I never show shippers and receivers. I never show the, you know, the freight that we're hauling, or, you know, certain customers, things like that. And that's the reason why. They didn't tell me not to show that. I just knew that in advance. So I made sure that they knew that I knew not to do that. So that can always be tricky doing videos. So, yeah, you know, Steve, you know, that just happens, and it's a good thing you went and told your company. You know, otherwise it could have gotten you in hot water. But, you know, you guys can still do videos. You just have to be very careful and selective what you do. So, he also goes on to say, I don't know if I should read this. I mean, this is a shout out for another trucker here on his channel. I don't know if I like that idea. Nah, just kidding. He gives a shout out here to Trucker Josh and Diesel, even though we don't see Diesel hardly ever in the videos doing anything other than running around the backyard. Josh, you could take him with you once in a while. I'm sure he misses the open road. Poor Diesel. All right, so blah 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 blah. Where the hell was I? Feels about the same about them. And he says here that, Josh, you're his next favorite. That makes me the mostest favorite. Yeah, so there. Has a personality that just cracks me up, and I love his silliness. Well, Josh is most definitely silly. So, but anyway, I'll put Steve's link down below. I'll even throw Trucker Josh's link down there for any of you who don't know who Trucker Josh is, which would be really hard to believe. But hey, you know, even the wife has to watch with me. Anyways, drive safe, and thank you for a view into your world. Sincerely, Steve Saunders, a.k.a. Loco Rider. Didn't he put Loco Rider Air up here or something? I gotta go through this again. I'll find it. Anyway, his link will be down below, guys, so check out down below. Anyway, thank you, Steve. Awesome. Way to go. 2 thumbs up. We'll talk to you later, buddy. Be good. See you in the videos down the road.